the party. But it's all good. We want the details of what problem Zuri is trying to solve.
Yes.
So that we also get to understand the kind of partnerships we can get into as individuals, also just trying to make sure that we get to take care of ourselves. So what are some of the things what problem is Zuri Health trying to solve?
Wow, that's a good question. So Zuri Health is a virtual hospital. It's actually a hospital on your mobile phone. Right. So what what our founders discovered is that what is the consumer behavior? If you get sick, what's the first thing that you do?
CC, of course.
You grab your phone.
You grab your phone, right?
Yeah.
You go to Google, you start Googling your symptoms.
And then you die on the spot because the symptoms you see.
I know, you're like, oh my God, this is serious, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we do, right? That's consumer behavior. So then when you find your symptoms, I'm sure most of you have a direct line to your pharmacy. Ile pharmacy wa mtaa, right?
Yeah.
So you call him or you call her and they're like, by the way, I'm feeling like this, I feel homa, nini. So the pharmacist then will prescribe for you some medication, for you, right? So what we said is that why then can consumers not talk directly to a doctor?
Yes.
So that's what we do. So we do telemedicine. So at Zuri, what you can do, we have a chatbot. And it's not just a bot; it's actually talking to a consultant. So you dial our number, or we call it Vera. That's her name, right?
Yes.
So you're talking to Vera.
Yes.
So it's a chatbot, and I'll share with you the number. So you say hi, and then you ask how can we help you? And then you give your symptoms, or you say why you want to talk to a doctor, etc. So there's a consultation is done online. So it can either be done virtually on WhatsApp. So it's actually a WhatsApp chatbot.
Okay.
Or you can do a video call.
Yes.
So the doctor can say, why don't I do a video call? So the doctor will actually call you and do a video call, right? So I'll just take you through the journey. So that's what happens. You talk to your doctor, and the doctor will be like, it sounds a bit serious. Maybe you need some lab tests. So now what Zuri also does is that we actually send a lab tech and a nurse to your home.
Wow.
Yes. So in the comfort of your home. So think about it, right? So if you're ill sometimes and you're too tired, or you're feeling you're too ill to leave the house, we actually can come to you. Right? Or even just the thought of I have to go to a certain hospital, that would be 2 hours max. I don't have 2 hours, So we actually come to you, right? So that is the journey. So we can actually send a lab tech and a nurse to your home. If you want a doctor, we can also send a doctor. So they come, they'll do some tests on you. They will draw blood if they need to. If there's urine tests, we'll also do that. Then bring it back to the facility. Then we'll run the tests, and then the doctor will come up with a diagnosis. And the doctor will call you, right? And then when the doctor does call you, then they'll tell you, okay, Eva or Muli, I think this is what is going on with you. I'll prescribe you some medication. So all this is happening at the comfort of your home. So that is what we are bringing to the table, and that's what you're bringing to Kenya, and that's what you're bringing to Africa.
I love that, because sometimes when I'm feeling a bit iffy, sitaki kusikia kelele ya mtoto anadungwa shindano mahali, kuna harufu fulani hospitali, quick. So how fast am I able to talk to this doctor? Are we talking seconds or minutes? Nitakuwa na ticket mahali nimekaa tu nangoja tu daktari aniongeleshe, ticket number, ticket, or is it just very quick?
It's very instant. The whole process is very seamless. The idea behind Zuri Health is to make healthcare very accessible, very convenient, it's at the comfort of your home, affordable, reducing carbon footprint because you don't have to go all the way. As soon as you text our chatbot, as soon as you send a message to Vera, you get a message back instantly, within seconds at most, and then you have a drop-down menu and you decide who do you want to talk to. Do you want to book a lab? Do you want a pharmacist delivery? Do you want to talk to a consultant? Do you have, a nutritionist? There's all these services that are available. You get to pick what you want. And Zuri is very inclusive. I think there's something I'd like to add on to what Eva said. Not only are we available for people who have access to smartphones because of the Zuri Health app, the WhatsApp chatbot, the website, but we also have SMS bundle services because 60% of the population do not have access to smartphones and internet.
True.
So for that we have SMS bundle services. You can have virtual consultation with a doctor. Just because uko na kabambe manishi you've been left out of the conversation. You have access to a doctor at the comfort of your phone at your home.
I believe that's very useful, and also with the changing times, in as much as maybe sometimes you want to go to or get the over-the-counter drugs, sometimes just getting the accurate information from an actual doctor would change the game, and it would actually save more lives. Because how many times have we gone over-the-counter, unachukua dawa, unaumwa na kichwa, unachukua dawa, umepewa dawa ya tumbo or something else, you know. So that confusion, and you can actually have a misdiagnosis yenye inaweza kuletea shida. Okay, so as we look at that, we're looking at also healthcare being very, very expensive in this country.
Correct.
And people go over the roof to actually make sure that they get to do that. Is there anything different that Zuri does in terms of costs to make sure that we can actually get treatment, maybe for far much fair rates, or maybe a solution whereby, in as much as maybe I'm not covering the distance, then it's easier for me to get proper healthcare?
Yes, definitely. Part of our pillars is the fact that our healthcare is affordable. The healthcare service that we deliver is very much affordable. So for virtual consultation, you're charged per month, and you're charged 500. You pay 500 shillings, and you get unlimited consultation with a doctor, with a specialist, with a nutritionist, a lab tech, pharmacist. Where will you pay 500 for consultation for a whole month? You know, the whole point of it is to just reduce cost, make healthcare much more accessible. Even the drugs that we that are dispensed to our patients are sold at much cheaper prices in comparison to the market value. So in that aspect, and also we're reducing the you know, we're making it more convenient for patients to have to go all the way to the hospital. So and the waiting time is reduced. So overall, when you look at it from a large scale, it's much cheaper for everyone.
And so just to add to what Barbara has said so eloquently is that so there's 500 shillings, that's consultation, right? But but I think also need to point out is that medication you'll have to pay for it. But as she said, it is really affordable because we get our medication from manufacturers or wholesalers, right? And it's delivered to you for free in Nairobi.
What?
So there's no calling your rider or the guy, so it's for free. So long as you've consulted with us and you've ordered medication from us, we shall deliver to your home.
This is the Nation FM Drive with good music, good vibes, and unmatched banter.